Washington, D.C. is home to roughly 700,000 people, and by a very large margin, they tend to support Democrats. For that reason, it's no surprise that many of the people we spoke with were staunchly opposed to a federal takeover.
700,000 residents live here who don't already have representation.
This latest dispute between the White House and the capital city was sparked by an assault and carjacking that happened early Sunday morning. The victim was a high-profile member of the cost-cutting office known as DOJ. D.C. police say they've arrested two 15-year-olds. Shortly after, President Trump fumed over the assault on social media, writing, "If D.C. doesn't get its act together, and quickly, we will have no choice but to take federal control of the city."
For 50 years now, we have had what we call home rule.
George Derek Musgrove from the University of Maryland, Baltimore County, says it was Congress that gave D.C. residents the right to elect a mayor and city council in 1973, meaning a repeal of home rule would have to go through Capitol Hill. But Musgrove says that the president can act unilaterally to send in the D.C. National Guard or even to take control of the D.C. police force for 30 days.
We want to have a great, safe capital.
The president has made concerns over crime the central reasoning for a federal takeover, even as preliminary numbers from D.C. police show that violent crime in the city is actually down so far this year by 26%. Nonetheless, the White House says that they're deploying federal law enforcement across D.C. for at least the next week.
We are taxed like everybody else, but we don't have a say in how those tax dollars are spent.
Ankit Jain is what's called a shadow senator for D.C., which advocates for representation in Congress and home rule. Unlike citizens of states, D.C. residents have no senators and no full voting members in Congress. Jain says that losing local representation as well would add insult to injury.
People who don't know anything about us, who don't care that much about us, should not be ruling over us.
Now on Capitol Hill, there is legislation to repeal home rule, but it has very little chance of passing, in large part because in the Senate they would need buy-in from Democrats, which seems very unlikely to happen. Reporting here in Washington, I'm Evan Koslof, Spectrum News.